welcome, Marianne here. It is day 12 of Vlogmas and fresh off my WW meeting and church, my weigh-in day, my weekly weigh-in video. So let's see how we can make this 20 minutes or less. I've been going in the 20 minutes and I don't like that. So without further ado, let's find number 12. It's right here on the present. Let's open her up. It's a guy on a pony. And it's a nice piece of chocolate. It's not all old looking. It's got my fingerprint on it though. Stuck my thumb on it. Let's put her in the old Tupperware. Chocolate. Okay, so day 12. That's the Advent calendar. We have chapter 12 of Luke, which, since I have the weekly this week, we're not going to do a whole lot on chapter 12. Went to church today. So chapter 12 has the leaven of the Pharisees, courage under persecution, and the sayings about the Holy Spirit, saying against greed, the parable of the rich fool, and dependence on God. Vigilant and faithful servants. It's a long chapter. Did I go into chapter 3? No, that's vigilant. Jesus, a cause of division, signs of the times, and settlement with an opponent. So basically, this dwells into like I worry my pretty little head about everything, and it's like caution me not to worry, and to, you know, if God's going to take care of the little sparrows, of course he's going to take care of us. We don't need to worry about the food we're going to eat or the clothes we're going to wear. God provides for us. You know, sometimes it's things that we want that we don't have rather than things that we need. I have to be grateful. I have everything I need. I have a roof overhead. Even though I rent, it's not my own home. It's somebody, I'm paying somebody else's mortgage. I still have a roof over my head. There are a lot of homeless around where I live. I'm in California, so there are plenty. And when I was delivering mail, I knew a lot of them by name because they would be along my route. And God provides for us, and it talks about that's the dependence on God. God's going to take care of us. Of course, we have to do things and take care of ourselves. That's true. And then being faithful servants, you know, keep busy while awaiting the Lord to return, because as Christians, we believe that Jesus is coming again, and he could come in like a thief in the night, and we need to always be prepared for when he shows up. And he'll find us busy going about his work. And, you know, we don't need to be greedy. We should be giving from our abundance. If somebody doesn't have food, of course we should be giving them some food. If we have plenty, right? We should be sharing. If we have extra clothes and they don't have clothes, we should be giving them clothes. And also, it talks about, this pretty much talks about the days we're in, where a household of 5 will be divided, 3 against 2, and 2 against 3. A father will be divided against his son, and a son against his father, a mother against her daughter, and a daughter against her mother, a mother-in-law against her daughter-in-law, and a daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. These are the signs of the times. He says, when you see a cloud rising in the west, you say immediately that it's going to rain, and so it does. And when you notice that the wind is blowing from the south, you say that it is going to be hot, and so it is. You hypocrites, you know how to interpret the appearance of the earth and the sky. Why do you not know how to interpret the present time? We are living in a time where we need to pay attention. We need to pay attention on what's going on around us. There are a lot of distractions. We're being distracted away from things that maybe we should be focusing on. I think the time is now. And it talks about, you know, if you have a grievance with somebody else and you're on the way to court or something to have somebody settle it for you, it's probably better just to settle it amongst yourselves themselves rather than to have to go like in front of a judge. Because the judge is going to be way harder, and you won't be released until you've paid the last penny of whatever wrong you did. So basically, is there something I want to take out of this for WW? Well, basically, if we keep about our work on our plan, we're going to get to our goal. If we keep busy and not stray off of it and think, well, it's not important now, I can do it later. We don't want to be caught off guard, because a lot of times when we get caught off guard, that's like 25 pounds later, right? We don't want to be caught in that mess. We want to keep busy doing the good work of following the plan. So anyway, I put a link to chapter 12 down in the bottom. I just took out my bookmarker, but that's okay. I want to get to the weigh-in. Kind of rushing through it. I really didn't want to, but it's a big chapter. I could go on for like an hour on this chapter. Let's get in. I try not to do it on Sundays because it's my weigh-in and the WW Weekly. And I am putting the link for chapter 12 down below. So if you're doing the 24 chapters, I'm just here to motivate people to get into the Word and to maybe do what I'm doing for Advent. And that's reading the 24 chapters of Luke for Advent. And so there's exactly 24. So you could go through all the days of Advent reading the chapters of Luke. So, and there's plenty of time to catch up if you want to participate. So my weekly check-in. How did I do on the scale? Is it coming up in the video? I don't want to. Okay. I got the light right there. I lost 2.2 pounds. So now I'm at minus 0.8 from when my insurance started paying for my plan. Because I already had lost 18 pounds before I started going to meetings. But they zeroed me out. So now I'm at a 0.8 loss. So I'm working on my 5-pound weight loss with them. So that's how that goes. But anyway, so I've lost. The minus 0.8 since the start means that the weight that I gained over the couple weeks before last week, they're gone. So I've successfully done that, and I don't want to screw it up this week while I'm eating from my freezer and fridge. Today I've already had, so I'm out of eggs. I ate the last egg yesterday, but one thing I did noticed yesterday when I was making my breakfast, I was out of apples and bananas. So when I made my oatmeal, I was just thinking, oh, guess I'm just going to have cinnamon oatmeal. And then I remembered, oh, you've got canned pumpkin put away somewhere. Excuse me. I don't remember if I mentioned this yesterday, but when I was tracking I went to track my pumpkin, and it was 0 points, but it had the little plus sign. Sometimes I think we forget pumpkin's a vegetable. Pumpkin is a vegetable for breakfast. So I had it. If you track it, a half a cup of pumpkin, it's going to go towards your cup of vegetables to get that extra point. So this morning what I did was I'm out of eggs, so I did use half that bag of the pepper strips. So I took, and I have that bag of hash browns, so I took 2 points for a half cup of frozen shredded hash browns, and I put some of those peppers in it. And so I had oatmeal and hash browns. So with my creamer, I had a total of 3 points for breakfast. So then I'm going to have the nuggets again for lunch because there's so many in a bag. So we're still doing that. So that's going to be 7 points. And then I'm going to have 0 point beans, and I'm going to have 0 point veggies, and 2 points for some of that sweet and sour sauce. It's really good. I'm glad I had it in there. I don't know why I put it in the fridge when it wasn't even open. So that was a kind of screw up on my part. I wouldn't be having to use it right now. The soy sauce and stuff I have in there, that kind of sauces, it's okay to, if the power goes out, my soy sauce is going to be fine. It's fermented. But the sweet and sour sauce, it's good, but it's 2 points. So that gives me a 9-point lunch. And then for dinner, I am going to have mini wontons, 4 points of those with 5 points of rice. So that's 9 more points. So 9, that's 18, and 3, that's my 21 dailies, the 21 dailies that I get per day. And yeah, I'm going to have a bunch of vegetables today, and yeah, I could up my points, but If I have to have a snack, I will take a walk today, so I'll get a couple points in my weeklies. So I will go into my weeklies, and some of my snack will be the 2 points I'm going to earn today from my activity. I'd rather get extra points for activity than eating vegetables. So that's fine. It's fine with me. It's my personal points plan, so I can do what I want. So, to the meeting. I went to my meeting this morning, and I received a lottery ticket from one of the participants. Can I talk English? Okay. So she gave everybody a lottery ticket because last week at our meeting, she made goal weight. During the holidays, she made goal. So she had said last week, I guess that, or whenever, that when she made goal, she was going to buy everybody a lottery ticket to celebrate. What a way to celebrate, rather than, you know, how we usually celebrate by bringing donuts or cookies, stuff like that. So we all got a lottery ticket. I haven't scratched it off yet to check it out, but I will. I thought that was so sweet. I was, you know, the unexpected. The unexpected is always fun. So the WW Weekly was, I think it was geared more for parties again because we're in that season. It's called, say, the whole month is balance, right? So the weekly technique is getting together. Here's how to stay on track. Really? I'm probably not going to stay on track if I go anywhere. I don't have plans to go anywhere, but there's a strategy if you want to keep going. Like she made her goal during the holidays. Can lose some weight during the holidays. It's doable. I just lost 2.2 pounds from the other ones I gained from the holidays. So even if you gain a couple pounds, you can lose it. Get back on track. Enjoy it. As long as you're not eating, like, if you pick something that's out of your points, you know, if it's something special and you're having fun and you just are enjoying your life and you're not going to go on eating that every day for the next 2 months, sure. Life is short. We only live once. It's not like, as long as you're not going to get out of control and keep snowballing it. If you can control that, or if I can control that. I still don't know if I'm going to do a get-together. I might have to just put my foot down. It's just that I don't want to go over there for a week. I want to be home with my other family. So it doesn't have to be, I don't need to be bossed around. But I do have to ship off some presents so that they're there. In case I do go there for a day, they're already there and I don't have to take them on the bus or the train. So anyways, try this. Go ahead. Get social. Follow the steps below to enjoy the holiday season and keep moving toward your goals. So, step 1, imagine an upcoming event or meal. What could make it hard to stay on track? What can you do to make sure that you do? What could make it hard to stay on track? If it's just full of stuff that you don't feel like you should eat, or if you don't go in there with a good mindset or a plan on how you're going to attack it. I mean, so, you know, here we go to step 2. Choose a strategy. Pick 1 or 2 from the list below to address any potential hurdles you think you might face. So, the tips below. Before you go, pile up the points. Save your weeklies or rollovers for the big event. Lean on your 0-point foods during the rest of the week. Or grow your budget by adding personal points. So WW has made it easier this year by giving us the advantage of being able to add points to our budget. So mentally order ahead. Take a peek at the menu in advance and decide what you'll get. Now, we can't always do that, but if we can, that's a good idea. And then bring in balance. Reserve points to spend on something specific, like an appetizer, the meal itself, a dessert, or a drink. Then select other options heavier on 0-point foods. Okay, so there's 3 strategies. So number 3, spring into action. Come up with a plan for when, where, and how you'll use the strategy. So while you're there, step up. Order first so you aren't tempted by what everyone else is getting. Now, some guy at our meeting said, like, if there's a buffet, he usually gets last in line, so that maybe all the good stuff is taken and he's had time to think about it instead of looking at all the other stuff. And everybody's busy eating. They're not paying attention to what he's getting. Because one girl said, she went somewhere and somebody said, "Are you still on the Weight Watchers?" What do you do when somebody says that to you? Kind of rude, right? Anyway, then eye up portions. Choosing a smaller plate can help you pace yourself at a buffet. And then savor the experience. Eat slowly and relish the taste, aroma, and texture of your meal. And enjoy the conversation too. So yeah, enjoy what you're eating, especially if you're eating more than, you know, is in your budget, and so you don't feel guilty for it. At least enjoy it. Let's dive a little deeper. No matter what your weight loss or wellness goals look like during this time or any time of the year, you can and should still RSVP yes to dinners, parties, and whatever other festivities you want. Staying on course is totally possible. See, I'm not saying no right now because of the food. Keep that in mind. It has nothing to do with the food. It just has to do with last year I was there for a while, and I just want to stay put this year. By identifying any potential obstacles that may come up and having a go-to plan, you can spend more time with friends or family and way less time worrying about what you're going to eat or drink. Even God says in the Bible, don't worry about what you're going to eat and drink. It says that. The Word of God says that in chapter 12 of Luke. Maybe not the same meaning, but the same thing. Don't worry about what you're going to eat or drink. In the long run, it can make your journey that much more livable. Definitely something worth toasting to. We want to make this journey livable, sustainable, doable. Because if we feel we can't do it, we would tend to give up and then just start going the other way. Some of us. Maybe not everybody. I would. But anyway, this looks good. The recipe of the week is cinnamon spiced oven roasted sweet potatoes. On my plan, it's 2 points because I do not have 0-point potatoes for sure. But anyway, just keep in mind if you're going to parties and stuff, which I'm not going. I did turn an invitation down to a friend's house, but mostly because it would be too hard to say no. She wants to make lasagna and all this creamy stuff and all this stuff that is just going to put me in a tailspin. And there's other reasons why. Not just the food, but just, I'm just at a point where I don't want to, I don't know the word for it. I'm just trying to take care of what I can take care of myself without having to worry about that stuff. And we can have a girls' day doing something else. Like we're planning on just going to the beach and taking a walk on the beach. And sometimes that entails getting breakfast and coffee, but I have the power to order eggs and what I want to order and not have to offend anybody by I don't want to eat it, because she tends to make like keto food and I'm supposed to be on a low-fat diet, and that stuff has a lot of fat, and the stuff that she's making is a lot of fat, and personally has nothing to do with WW. It has to do with what I'm supposed to be trying to do here with my lifestyle right now. And then I'm working on it. I choose lower fat stuff all the time. I don't live fat free, but the things that I can get fat free, like my creamer that I want to have a couple tablespoons and not just a little bit, that I'll do fat free. It's not like I don't like to drink fat free milk. If I was going to drink a glass of milk, I like whole milk, and it's been and I really can't take it anymore. It doesn't agree with me, but I like it. And ice cream, I like ice cream. I don't like the enlightened stuff. I do like the frozen Greek yogurt bars, but those are still, you know, they're yogurt. They're not. They're not non-dairy. But anyways, I'm going off track here. So I had a good week. I had a good weight loss, a reasonable weight loss. Because, like I said, it has to be sustainable, livable. And so 1 to 2 pounds a week, perfect. I went a little over the 2 pounds, just 2.2. So that's in the range. I'm gonna take it as in the range. And anyways, I want to thank you for watching. And if you are going to a party or an event, enjoy it. Don't act like what people think a Weight Watcher is. They think we can't eat. They think that you can't eat stuff, and you can. You just have to portion control it. And now the WW is not all about weight loss. I would say a good percentage of us are there for the weight loss. Knowing that the wellness will come after we lose the weight. But I would say a pretty good, I'd say 99%, we want to lose weight. That's why we're there. We do want to be healthy too, but we know to be healthy, we need to lose the weight. So that being said, I'm going to stop. I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Thumbs up, like it if you want to. It's your choice. And subscribe if you would like to see more. Anyways, I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching.